Will Travis Scott ever return to Fortnite? That is a question that has been on a lot of people's minds for years now, since his release back in Chapter 2 Season 2, and in this video we're going to talk about it a little bit because there is now a chance that he could possibly return. So there's a lot of things that go into a release of a skin, and especially with a collaboration skin, it's a little bit more complicated than what most people think. Now this whole conversation has now recently come up due to the fact that Travis Scott has a brand new jam track with Ice Spice coming out this week called Oh Shh. Now that we haven't had anything Travis Scott wise for years now. I know we have a couple emotes of him, we have a couple skins with his associated equipment like back bling, pickaxe, stuff like that. But now we're getting a jam track years later. Is there a chance that he will return? And the answer is maybe. Now there's a lot that goes into the skin, as I said before, and Travis Scott is a very interesting character as such in the real world. Obviously he has a lot of controversies. I mean, there's been a lot of times where he's been making news headlines, he's all over Twitter due to something happening. Something I can think of is what happened at the Astroworld concert. Not going to get into it as a very tragic story. However, I can understand if Epic Games doesn't want to add him back into the game due to those reasons, because adding a controversial character into Fortnite could create some backlash and of course some drama for the game, and that's probably the last thing they want. However, again, that might not be a reason. However, that does seem to be an obvious reason of why they wouldn't want to release it. And going off with that as well, both parties have to agree on a re-release. Not only does Epic Games have to agree on re-releasing the skin, of course there'd be a whole contract, all of that. Travis Scott also has to want the skin to return. So it could be a matter of fact that Epic Games wants to return the skin, as they are seeing all the feedback and that from the community really wanting the skin to return, and Travis Scott could just be saying, nah, I don't want it back in the shop, one-time release, move on, basically. So that could be an option, or again, the other way around, it could be Travis Scott wanting the skin in and Epic Games saying, hey, look, we love ya, but we don't want to add it back in. You never know, both are options, and that's just what makes collab skins so complicated. That's probably why we haven't seen Major Lazer back in the game for quite a while now. Now, it is undeniable that this season would be a fantastic opportunity for the skin to re-release. Travis Scott is known for his raps and all of that. He is a rapper, basically, though he doesn't have some rapping songs. He is basically a rapper, and this season is themed around rappers, so it would be an absolute perfect time for him to re-release within the Fortnite item shop. But again, will it happen? Who knows? No one knows. I would say it's probably a 40% or so chance of him returning ever inside of Fortnite. Of course, they could do a surprise release, but nothing's been updated with the skin, so at least for this update, he will not be returning. However, it just begs the question of why are they holding it off? Do they want the skin to be valuable? Does Travis Scott maybe think that, hey, if the skin doesn't release, it will pick up in value and people would want it more, which means that when it comes out again, more people are going to buy it. Maybe it's just a whole business move, which would be super smart. You know, keep it away for, give it 6 years or so, and then of course the hype builds up. People are like, where's the Travis Scott skin? Where's the Travis Scott skin? And boom, there we go, it's back and millions of people buy it. You never know, it could be all about money. Maybe they just don't want to add it back into the game. And this also goes along with some other skins. You know, we haven't seen Kratos in a long time. I know a lot of people are really wanting Kratos to come back, especially with his axe that turns icy when you hit it. Really cool pickaxe, by the way, but people really want Kratos to come back and it's just not coming back. So maybe that could be a similar story. Arcane as well, of course, season 2 is out right now and it is at its peak hype, I would say, and nothing. So again, this all ties into all collabs, but it'll be interesting to see if Travis Scott ever comes back, because that is probably one of the most hyped skins to ever release in Fortnite, and people have been wanting this back for so many years now. So Epic Games, I reckon you just do it, play the waters, see what happens, and yeah. So will he return to Fortnite? It is very possible, never say never, and that is about it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.